Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-December 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, it's Rosa and Verlis. It's what I call the bridge and a gap spread. The way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridge and a gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards to the right as the other person's. If you feel like the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Justice. So this is actually the major arcana card for Libra energy. And yeah, what I'm getting from this could just be saying that maybe there was someone that was at a distance from you in the past. But this could just be saying that they might have come back into the picture, so maybe the two of you were sharing the same physical space again. Maybe not living together, but I mean as far as in the same geographic area, anyway. But yeah, either way, or this could just be saying maybe after you might have set boundaries in previous connections, this connection could have come along that actually met the criteria for what you were looking for. Past energy on their side, we have the Sun. So yeah, usually I view this as Leo energy, and obviously with this deck, the Leo symbolism's right there, right? But with this, I feel like this is saying that they might have felt a strong pull toward you in the connection as well. And of course, for you guys, Leo energy is your relationship house too. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where the two of you really saw a lot of potential with each other in the past. Present energy on your side, we have the Three of Arrows. So this is also Libra energy here. And obviously pretty heavy artwork, right? We see the choppy waters there, lightning, so clearly there's a storm going on. And if we look at her facial expression, get that to focus. Yeah, there we go. We can see that she's kind of sort of looking over her shoulder at the heartbreak there, but not really, right? So this could just be saying that you guys might have gone through a bit of a rocky situation. For some of you, even though the Gemini full moon would be a supportive energy to you on one hand, could have even been pointing to that time period there with the Gemini full moon that we had, that maybe there was something that came out that, really might have bothered you. But looks like there's definitely something that needs to be addressed right now. And present energy on their side, we also have the Three of Swords. So Three of Arrows in this deck, Three of Swords, but same energy, basically. And if we look at the artwork here, it looks pretty dramatic, right? Looking ahead to the future energies on both of your sides, what this seems to be most likely is I feel like there's maybe a misunderstanding at play where it might appear that there's a third party introduced into the connection, but I feel like that's not the reality. It just seems to be either you or they assume somewhere in the mix that there's a third party in the mix, but that's not actually the case. So that's the positive there. But yeah, so as I'm saying that, we might as well just move to the future energies. But future energy on your side, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is Piscean energy here, and obviously a much lighter positive energy than we see with the present energy on your side. But yeah, to me this looks like this is just saying it points to emotional fulfillment, right? And now actually being optimistic and seeing the positive side of things within the connection. And future energy on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So in a lot of decks, the Five of Pentacles looks like a heavier energy, right? Where it's usually two people going through a rough stretch, right? It looks like they're physically battered, right? It looks like they're going through tough weather, their clothes look tattered, right? And then here, if we look at the artwork, it looks a lot more jovial, right? So to me, this is almost like coming out on the other side of what was the Five of Pentacles energy. So yeah, like I said, the indicators from what I'm seeing in the future look like what we're seeing in the present for you both to have the exact same card, more or less, coming up in that energy and then see such a positive shift there. Could it possibly be the stuff really did happen and there's just forgiveness on both sides? Possibly, but to me it seems more likely that this was just like a misunderstanding that's going to take place and then that gets cleared up and things move forward. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Two of Staves. There's the artwork. This is Aries energy here. So yeah, so it could just be saying maybe, so for example, maybe this is what could have sparked that potential misunderstanding, right? Maybe you felt like you felt the need for something new, right? Might have just been putting more energy toward another area of life, right? And then it might have been misconstrued as, oh, there must be someone else in the picture when that wasn't really the case, right? Something along those lines there. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So Virgo energy here, and this usually points to stability, long-term types of things as well. So yeah, so like I said, it seems like the most likely scenario for a lot of you is that there's some kind of misunderstanding here where, there's the thought that someone else is in the picture, but that's not the reality. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Alright, we'll take this card. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So just going to give this a few shuffles now. Alright, and we'll take this card here. We'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have Retreat. It says, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So yeah, so I feel like this is saying definitely that would be a good thing for the energy we're seeing in the present, right? Where it might just be the ideal thing is to just take a step back, right? And maybe with a little more time passing, there'll be more understanding on what took place there, what the misunderstanding was about. But we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle has to say. All right, we have To Be Fair. There's the artwork, and the number is 38. So we'll see what this has to say. Definitely makes me think of justice energy as well. All right, the relationship message says, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. So yeah, I feel like that energy is definitely pointing to, again, like I said, if there is some kind of misunderstanding, right, and there's a need to talk it through, I feel like this is saying take that space, right, with the retreat energy. Once cooler heads prevail, have that talk, and then I feel like for the majority of you, like I said, the air is going to be cleared, things are going to move forward in a positive way. So hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there. I hope you have a good new year and holiday season as well. Bye.